Imagine this: you wake up, follow the same routine, make the same choices, and live the same day you've lived 100 times before. It's comfortable, sure, but deep down, you feel a nagging sense of, is this all there is? The truth is, life isn't about playing it safe or waiting for permission to chase what truly matters. It's about grabbing the reins, understanding the tools you already have, and using them to craft a life that excites you, one bold, intentional step at a time. Here's the good news: you don't need superhuman strength or endless resources to make a change. You just need to know where to push. Think of it like leverage in physics: a small, well-placed force can move something massive. The same goes for your life. Tiny shifts in how you think and act can create ripple effects that transform your world. The key? Knowing which levers to pull and when. In this journey, we'll explore 7 powerful levers that can help you break free from the ordinary: attention, time, intuition, constraints, play, failure, and practice. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're practical tools you can use to focus on what truly matters, push past fear, and unlock your full potential. Each lever is a game changer in its own right, and together, they form a blueprint for a life filled with growth, creativity, and purpose. Let's start with attention. In a world of endless distractions, where your focus goes determines your reality. By directing your attention intentionally, you can cut through the noise and zero in on what truly moves the needle in your life. Next up is time, your most precious resource. It's not about having more of it, it's about using it wisely. When you align your time with your priorities, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Then there's intuition, that quiet inner voice that often gets drowned out by logic and fear. Learning to trust it can lead to decisions that feel right, even if they don't always make sense on paper. And don't overlook constraints. They might seem like obstacles, but they can actually fuel creativity and force you to think outside the box. Play, is a secret weapon. It's not just for kids, it's a way to reconnect with curiosity, joy, and innovation. Finally, we have failure and practice, 2 sides of the same coin. Failure isn't the end, it's a stepping stone to growth. And practice? It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Together, these levers form a toolkit for building a life that's not just lived but truly felt. So, are you ready to pull the levers and see what's possible? Let's dive in. About the author. Chase Jarvis is a renowned photographer, entrepreneur, and the visionary behind Creative Live, an online education platform for creatives and entrepreneurs. His groundbreaking approach to creativity and personal growth has earned him numerous accolades, making him a prominent figure in the creative industry. Through his work, he empowers individuals to embrace their creative potential and turn their passions into meaningful careers. As the author of bestsellers like Creative Calling, Jarvis provides insightful guidance on unlocking creativity and designing a fulfilling life. His expertise bridges the gap between artistry and business, inspiring millions to cultivate authenticity and innovation. With a passion for helping others thrive, he continues to be a leading voice in the world of creative entrepreneurship. Chapter 1: Master Your Attention, the secret superpower to control your life. Picture this: you're scrolling through your phone, jumping from notifications to emails to social media, and suddenly an hour has vanished. Sound familiar? The average person checks their phone 144 times a day, their attention shattered into a million pieces. In a world that's constantly fighting for your focus, the ability to control your attention has become one of the most valuable skills you can possess. But what if, instead of letting distractions rule you, you could harness your attention like a superpower? That's where the first of our 7 levers, attention, comes in. Attention isn't just about focus, it's about shaping your reality. Where you direct your attention determines how you experience life. By training your attention, you can move from being reactive, constantly pulled in every direction, to being intentional, choosing where to invest your energy. Think of it as the difference between being a leaf blown by the wind and being the captain of your own ship. Take psychologist 𝐂𝐨𝐽 Csikszentmihalyi, for example. During World War II, he was imprisoned in an Italian work camp, surrounded by unimaginable hardships. Yet, he found a way to escape the chaos by immersing himself in the strategic world of chess. By directing his attention inward, he created a state of intense focus and growth, transforming his reality even in the darkest of times. His story is a powerful reminder that attention isn't just a tool, it's a lifeline. So, how can you start taking control of your attention? Begin with simple practices like meditation and journaling. Meditation trains your mind to return to a single point of focus, building mental resilience. Journaling, on the other hand, helps you clarify your thoughts and intentions, giving you a roadmap for where to direct your energy. These small habits can have a massive impact over time. But it's not just about what you do, it's also about what you allow into your life. Audit your relationships and environment. Surround yourself with positive influences and create spaces that inspire and energize you. A cluttered, chaotic environment can scatter your focus, while a clean, intentional space can help you stay grounded and aligned with your goals. Finally, protect your attention like the precious resource it is. External distractions like social media and endless news cycles are obvious culprits, but internal distractions, worry, self-doubt, and overthinking, can be just as damaging. Acknowledge these distractions without judgment, and gently guide your attention back to the present moment. With practice, you'll find that attention becomes your superpower, fueling creativity, growth, and a life you truly design. So, are you ready to take control of your attention and unlock your potential? Let's dive in and explore how this powerful lever can transform your life. Chapter 2: Master Time Like a Pro, How to Stretch It, Shape It, and Live Fully. Ever noticed how time seems to play tricks on you? In a life or death moment, seconds stretch into what feels like hours, but when you're lost in a flow state or having fun with loved ones, hours vanish in a blink. Time isn't as fixed as we think, it's elastic, bending and stretching based on how we experience it. This isn't just a quirk of the mind, it's a powerful insight into how you can take control of your life. Enter the second of our 7 levers, time. Time is more than just a ticking clock, it's a canvas for your life. By reshaping your relationship with it, you can move from feeling rushed and overwhelmed to living with intention and purpose. The first step? Ditch the idea that life is too short. Instead, treat time as both abundant and precious. This mindset shift frees you to explore, fail, and reinvent yourself without the pressure of rigid timelines. Life isn't a race to check off milestones, it's an adventure to design your own unique path. Here's the catch: traditional time management doesn't work. Filling your calendar with tasks might make you feel busy, but it won't make you productive or fulfilled. Real productivity comes from presence and purpose. Take Brent Underwood, for example. He bought Cerro Gordo, a ghost town in California, and dedicated himself to restoring it. By focusing his time and energy on this singular mission, he replaced the anxiety of what's next with clarity and presence. His story shows how aligning your time with a meaningful purpose can transform your life. The truth is, the past is gone, and the future isn't here yet. All you really have is the present moment. And the more you can anchor yourself in the now, the more you can stretch and shape your experience of time. Start small, notice what's happening during mundane moments, like waiting in line or sipping your morning coffee. Instead of killing time, use it to ground yourself in the present. These tiny shifts can add up to a profound change in how you experience life. Ultimately, how you spend your time is how you shape your life. Whether it's through mindfulness, flow states, or aligning with a bigger purpose, you have the power to make every moment count. So, are you ready to stop chasing time and start living it? Let's dive in and explore how this powerful lever can help you create a life that's not just full but truly fulfilling. Chapter 3: Unlock Your Intuition, the Secret Weapon Behind Life's Biggest Decisions. Imagine this: you're 3,000 feet in the air, and both engines of your plane have just failed. You have less than a minute to make a decision that will determine the fate of 155 lives. This was the reality for Captain 𝐂𝐨𝐦 Sullenberger on January 15, 2009. Against all conventional protocols, Sully trusted his gut and landed the plane on the Hudson River, saving everyone on board. His story isn't just a miracle of aviation, it's a powerful lesson in the power of intuition, the third of our 7 levers for success. Intuition is that quiet, inner voice that whispers what to do when logic falls short. It's a subconscious process that taps into your past experiences, instincts, and environmental cues to guide you. Unlike rational analysis, which is slow and methodical, intuition works in the blink of an eye, often bypassing conscious thought entirely. It's a skill we all have, but many of us ignore it, conditioned by society to prioritize logic over gut feelings. But intuition isn't just for life or death moments. It's a tool you can use every day to make better decisions, big or small. Whether it's choosing a career path, navigating a relationship, or deciding how to spend your time, your intuition can help you find the right direction, even when external advice feels off. The key is learning to listen to that internal compass and trust it, even when the world tells you otherwise. So, how do you develop your intuition? Start by tuning into your body. Notice how it reacts to decisions. Do you feel a sense of expansion and ease, or contraction and discomfort? These physical cues are your intuition speaking. Create moments of stillness in your day, whether through mindfulness, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. The quieter your mind, the louder your intuition becomes. And when it speaks, trust it. Your first impression is often your intuition cutting through the noise. Of course, acting on intuition takes courage. It's easy to play it safe, to follow the rules and stick to the script. But playing it safe often leads to missed opportunities and a lingering sense of what if? Instead, take small, bold steps toward what feels right. Each decision you make based on intuition strengthens your ability to navigate life authentically and confidently. Intuition isn't magic, it's a skill you can hone. And when you do, it becomes a superpower, guiding you toward decisions that align with your true self. So, are you ready to stop overthinking and start trusting your gut? Let's dive in and explore how this powerful lever can help you unlock a life of clarity, courage, and purpose. Chapter 4: Turn Limits into Opportunities, How Constraints Unlock Creativity. Picture this: you're on stage, rocking out with your band, and suddenly your guitar strings start snapping one by one. Most musicians would panic, but not Chris Ballew of the Presidents of the United States of America. Instead of giving up, he embraced the limitation, playing with just 2 or 3 strings. What seemed like a setback turned into a breakthrough. His band's unique sound catapulted them to fame, selling millions of records. This is the magic of constraints, the 4th of our 7 levers for success. Constraints, whether self-imposed or thrust upon you, are like creative fuel. They force you to think outside the box, breaking free from the familiar patterns your brain defaults to. Without limits, it's easy to fall into the trap of doing what's always been done. But when you introduce constraints, your mind gets to work, exploring new possibilities and finding innovative solutions. Research even shows that constraints can sharpen creativity, improve problem solving, and make decision-making faster and more efficient. Some of the most powerful constraints are the ones you choose for yourself. Think of an artist deciding to paint only in shades of blue, or a writer committing to finish a draft every morning before breakfast. These self-imposed limits might seem restrictive, but they actually unlock originality by narrowing your focus and pushing you to dig deeper. It's like saying, I don't need endless options, I just need to make the most of what I have. Then there are the constraints you didn't ask for: a sudden illness, an unexpected setback, or external events that change the game. While these might feel like roadblocks at first, they can become springboards for innovation. Take Paralympic athlete Oksana Masters, for example. She turned her physical challenges into fuel, becoming one of the most decorated athletes of all time. Her story is a testament to the power of reframing limitations as opportunities. The truth is, constraints aren't barriers, they're tools. If you're feeling stuck, try setting your own limits. Give yourself a tight deadline, reduce your resources to the bare minimum, or narrow the scope of your project. And if life throws a constraint your way, don't fight it, embrace it. Look for the hidden opportunity within the limitation. Constraints have a way of stripping away the unnecessary, leaving you with what truly matters. They push you to innovate, to adapt, and to create in ways you never thought possible. So, what limit will you use to spark your next big idea? Whether it's self-imposed or life-imposed, remember, constraints aren't holding you back, they're propelling you forward. Let's dive in and explore how this powerful lever can help you unlock your most creative, resourceful self. Chapter 5: The Power of Play, How Novak Djokovic Used Joy to Reignite His Success. In 2018, Novak Djokovic stood at a crossroads. Burned out and plagued by injuries, the tennis champion questioned whether his career had run its course. The fire that once drove him to greatness had dimmed, and retirement seemed inevitable. But during a family vacation, everything changed. As he watched his wife and children playfully chase tennis balls on the court, a long-forgotten feeling resurfaced. Their laughter wasn't about winning or proving anything, it was pure, unfiltered joy. That simple moment sparked a revelation. Djokovic realized that his love for the game wasn't rooted in competition but in play itself. By reconnecting with that sense of fun, he found a way back to his passion. This shift didn't just help him return to the sport, it propelled him to win more Grand Slam titles than any other player in history. His story serves as a powerful reminder: play isn't just for children, it's a catalyst for creativity, resilience, and extraordinary success. Yet, as we grow older, society conditions us to believe that play is unproductive, a distraction from serious work. But science tells a different story. Studies reveal that play enhances brain plasticity, boosts problem-solving skills, and strengthens relationships. It's not a break from progress, it fuels it. When we engage in playful activities, we unlock new ways of thinking, reduce stress, and cultivate the mental flexibility needed to navigate life's challenges. Play doesn't have to follow a set structure or rules. It's not about achieving a specific result but immersing yourself in the process. Whether it's picking up a childhood hobby, approaching daily tasks with a sense of fun, or gamifying your work, play can transform even the most routine experiences into something meaningful. It fosters curiosity, encourages innovation, and injects joy into everyday life. The world's most successful people, entrepreneurs, artists, and athletes alike, embrace play as a tool for growth. They understand that stepping outside rigid expectations and allowing room for spontaneity leads to breakthroughs. Play fuels resilience, helping us push through setbacks and rediscover the motivation that keeps us moving forward. So why wait? Reintroduce play into your life today. Whether it's a 5-minute doodle, a spontaneous dance break, or a lighthearted challenge with friends, these moments of joy have the power to reshape your mindset. Your future self will thank you for it. Chapter 6: How Failure Became Her Superpower, Melissa Arno Reed's Journey to Conquering Everest Without Oxygen. In 2016, Melissa Arno Reed stood atop Mount Everest, making history as the first American woman to summit the world's highest peak without supplemental oxygen. But this triumph wasn't handed to her on a silver platter, it was her 5th attempt. Her journey was a roller coaster of setbacks, self-doubt, and even harsh criticism from others. Yet, it was her unique relationship with failure that ultimately propelled her to success. Melissa's story isn't just about climbing a mountain, it's about how she reframed failure as a natural, even essential, part of the process. Her persistence and growth mindset transformed what many would see as defeat into a stepping stone for victory. Melissa's journey teaches us a profound lesson: failure isn't a flaw, it's a feature of progress. It's the 6th lever in the 7 keys to success, and it's one of the most powerful. Failure is inevitable in life, whether it's a small misstep like missing an appointment or a major setback like losing a business or facing a personal crisis. While failure can feel uncomfortable, even painful, it's also a critical ingredient for growth. Research backs this up: success isn't about avoiding failure but about learning from it. Studies by management professor Dash-Un Wang show that those who systematically analyze their failures and adapt their strategies are far more likely to succeed than those who stubbornly persist without reflection. Why does failure sting so much? The answer lies in our biology and society. Humans are wired to seek belonging, and mistakes can feel like a threat to our social standing. Add to that the modern media's obsession with showcasing only the highlight reels of success, and it's no wonder we fear failure. But history and science tell a different story. Failure is the birthplace of innovation, resilience, and progress. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning of something greater. To truly leverage failure, we need to treat life as a series of experiments. When things go wrong, it's easy to blame external factors or wallow in self-pity. But the key is to take ownership of your role in the outcome. Analyze what happened, adjust your approach, and try again. This mindset shift turns failure from a source of shame into a powerful tool for growth. Melissa Arno Reed didn't let her 4 failed attempts define her. Instead, she used them as data points to refine her strategy and strengthen her resolve. Her story is a testament to the transformative power of embracing failure. Failure is unavoidable, but how you handle it shapes your potential. It's not about avoiding risks but about taking them with the understanding that missteps are part of the journey. When you reframe failure as an opportunity to learn, you build confidence and creativity. You start to see challenges not as roadblocks but as stepping stones. Melissa's Everest triumph wasn't just a physical feat, it was a mental and emotional victory. She showed us that failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace as a catalyst for growth. So, what's your Everest? What dream have you been too afraid to chase because of the fear of failure? Take a page from Melissa's book and reframe your mindset. See failure not as a dead end but as a detour on the path to success. Take a risk today, and if you stumble, don't give up, learn, adjust, and try again. By doing so, you'll unlock the confidence and creativity to live a bigger, bolder, and more fulfilling life. Melissa's story is proof that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the foundation of it. Chapter 7: How Stephen Curry's relentless practice made him the greatest shooter in NBA history. Stephen Curry, widely regarded as the greatest three-point shooter in basketball history, didn't rise to the top on talent alone. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches, he lacks the towering physical advantages typical of NBA superstars. Instead, it was his relentless, precision-focused practice that transformed him into a legend. Every shot, drill, and training session mirrors real game scenarios, executed with purposeful repetition. Curry's method is a masterclass in how deliberate, focused practice can elevate performance far beyond natural ability. His story brings us to the final lever of success: practice. Not just any practice, but structured, intentional effort designed to refine and master a skill. Practice is the cornerstone of mastery, but it's not about mindless repetition. It's about how and why you refine your craft. This principle applies across disciplines, from sports to art to community outreach. Take 𝐂𝐨𝐦𝐿, Pakistan's first female architect, for example. Her practice involves daily walks through Lahore's historic streets, where she engages with local residents, fostering dialogue and understanding. This deliberate connection sharpens her ability to blend traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques, creating transformative, community-centered architecture. Like Curry, 𝐂𝐨 shows that intentional practice is the bridge between potential and greatness. The world's top performers share three pillars of practice. First, they master the fundamentals, dedicating disproportionate attention to the basics that others often overlook. Second, they embrace the process of practice itself, finding joy in the act of repetition and improvement rather than obsessing over outcomes. And finally, they align their identity with their goals, adopting habits and mindsets that reflect the person they aspire to become. These pillars are the foundation of deliberate practice, a concept that separates the good from the truly exceptional. Research confirms that expertise isn't just about the time spent practicing, it's about how you practice. Deliberate practice involves setting clear goals, seeking feedback, and targeting weaknesses. It's this intentional effort, not innate talent, that drives success. Stephen Curry didn't become a three-point legend by casually shooting hoops. He meticulously honed his craft, analyzing every detail of his technique and relentlessly working to improve. His journey is a testament to the power of deliberate practice in achieving mastery. To harness the power of practice in your own life, start by identifying a skill you want to improve. Focus on mastering the basics, even if they seem mundane. Embrace the process, finding joy in the small improvements along the way. Most importantly, align your identity with your goals. Adopt the habits and mindset of the person you aspire to become. Whether you're an athlete, artist, or entrepreneur, greatness is built one purposeful practice session at a time. So, what's your three-point shot? What skill or dream have you been putting off because it feels out of reach? Take inspiration from Stephen Curry and 𝐂𝐨𝐦𝐿. Start small, but start today. Focus on deliberate practice, and remember that mastery isn't about perfection, it's about progress. By embracing the process and aligning your actions with your goals, you'll unlock the potential to achieve greatness. After all, as Curry's story shows, the secret to success isn't just talent, it's the relentless pursuit of improvement. In the book, Never Play It Safe, the author takes readers on a transformative journey through the 7 levers of success, each one a powerful tool to unlock your full potential. From embracing failure to mastering deliberate practice, these principles are rooted in real-life stories of resilience, innovation, and growth. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a creative artist, or someone simply looking to live a more fulfilling life, this book offers actionable insights to help you achieve your goals. It's not just about success, it's about the mindset and habits that lead to lasting impact. The first lever is vision. Without a clear vision, even the most talented individuals can lose their way. The book emphasizes the importance of defining your purpose and setting meaningful goals. Take the story of Melissa Arno Reed, the first American woman to summit Mount Everest without supplemental oxygen. Her vision of conquering the peak kept her going through 5 grueling attempts. Her journey reminds us that a clear vision acts as a compass, guiding us through challenges and setbacks. The second lever is resilience. Life is full of obstacles, but resilience turns setbacks into stepping stones. The book dives into the science of failure, showing how it's not something to fear but a necessary part of growth. Research by management professor Dash-Un Wang reveals that those who analyze their failures and adapt are far more likely to succeed. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it and coming back stronger. The third lever is practice. Stephen Curry's rise to NBA stardom wasn't just about talent, it was about deliberate, intentional practice. The book breaks down the 3 pillars of practice: mastering fundamentals, embracing the process, and aligning your identity with your goals. Whether you're an athlete, artist, or entrepreneur, deliberate practice is the key to mastery. As Curry's story shows, greatness is built one purposeful session at a time. The fourth lever is connection. Success isn't a solo journey, It's about building meaningful relationships and communities. The book highlights the story of Yasmin Lahiri, Pakistan's first female architect, who uses her daily walks through Lahore to connect with locals and blend traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques. Her work shows how connection fosters innovation and creates lasting impact. Success is amplified when we collaborate and uplift others. The fifth lever is adaptability. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to pivot and adapt is crucial. The book shares examples of individuals and organizations that thrived by embracing change rather than resisting it. Adaptability isn't about abandoning your vision, it's about finding new ways to achieve it. As Charles Darwin famously said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." The sixth lever is mindset. Your beliefs shape your reality, and cultivating a growth mindset is essential for success. The book explores how reframing challenges as opportunities can unlock creativity and resilience. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset underscores this point. Becoming is better than being. By adopting a mindset focused on growth and learning, you can overcome obstacles and achieve your full potential. And finally, the seventh lever is action. Vision, resilience, practice, connection, adaptability, and mindset mean nothing without action. The book challenges readers to take one small, deliberate step today toward their goals. As Tony Robbins once said, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. So, what's your next step? Whether it's starting a new project, learning a skill, or simply reframing your mindset, the time to act is now. If this summary resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Head over to my YouTube channel, where we dive deeper into these 7 levers of success. Share your favorite takeaways from the book in the comments, and let's build a community of growth-minded individuals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Together, let's unlock your full potential and create a life of purpose and impact. See you on the channel.